This is your focused theory revision, brought to you by Driving with Toby, where theory meets practice. I'm Toby, and today in Theory Unlocked, we're tackling speed limits. These aren't just random numbers, they are the maximum safe distance for hazards around you. We're going to demystify the signs and give you the simple visual tricks so you know exactly what speed you should be doing, even when there isn't a sign right in front of you. Mastering this means you'll pass the test and keep your speed safe without constantly staring at your speedometer. The built-up area limits, 30 miles per hour and 20 miles per hour. Let's start with the two most common limits in areas where people live and walk. The default limit, 30 miles per hour. This limit applies automatically if you see streetlights spaced less than 200 yards apart and there is no other sign showing a different number. This is your high-risk environment cue. Seeing those streetlights is your visual clue that you must immediately anticipate pedestrians. The ultra-safe limit, 20 miles per hour. Some people think 20 miles per hour is too slow, but the test demands you understand its purpose. This limit is specifically used in two key areas, school zones and residential streets, where the road layout prioritises cyclists and pedestrians. When you see a 20 mile per hour sign, your practical takeaway is that this is a high-risk area. The safety fact is simple. You have a far greater chance of saving a pedestrian's life at 20 miles per hour than at 30 miles per hour. When the sign is present, your action is simple. Patience over speed. You must respect that limit because it is directly related to saving lives. The major road limits and the key sign. Most of the limits are clearly signed, such as 40 miles per hour or 50 miles per hour. The confusion starts when you see a plain white circular sign with a black diagonal line through it. This is the national speed limit sign. It means you must determine the maximum speed based on the road type. If you're on a motorway or a dual carriageway, meaning that the opposing traffic is separated by a physical barrier, the limit is 70 miles per hour. If you're on a single carriageway, so a single road with traffic coming both ways, only separated by painted lines, the limit is 60. So when you see the national speed limit sign, your physical action is to check the road construction. Do you have a physical barrier between the two directions of traffic? That determines your maximum speed. Exceptions and variable limits. You'll also encounter temporary limits that override the national speed limit. These are usually by roadworks or something similar. They're set up for safety and are usually signed with clear, smaller circles. You must treat these as the absolute legal limit. Variable limits. These are common on smart motorways. The speed limit is shown on the overhead digital signs. Whatever number is displayed inside the red circle on the digital sign is the current legal maximum limit. If a red circle with a red diagonal line through it appears, you must safely get out of that lane as soon as you can. It means that the lane is now closed and you must obey it. Here's a practical tip for changing limits. When you're approaching a change, anticipation is key. Your foot should be off the gas and preparing to brake before you even hit the sign for the lower limit. Okay, let's translate these visual cues into answers. First of all, have a listen to my analysis of this scenario. You're driving past a school entrance. There are 20 mile per hour repeater signs on the lampposts. What is the maximum speed and why? My analysis. The 20 mile per hour signs override the usual 30 mile per hour default. The simple reason is vulnerable road users. I must slow down to 20 mile per hour because the limit prioritises the children's safety above my convenience. So the correct answer is that the limit is 20 miles per hour because this is a designated area of high risk to pedestrians. In some school areas, it only goes to 20 when it is drop-off and pick-up time. If this is the case, then you need to look out for two flashing amber lights, one above the other. Next to it will be a sign saying that it is 20 miles per hour when these lights are flashing. At any other time when those lights aren't on, you need to look out for the permanent speed limit signs and go by those. Okay, here's a final practice for you to have a go at. Here's your scenario. You're on a single lane road in each direction with no central barrier. You pass the national speed limit sign. What is your maximum legal speed? The answer is 60 miles per hour. The national speed limit is only 70 miles per hour if you have a barrier or are on a motorway. No barrier means you must reduce speed to 60 miles per hour. Okay, so you've decoded the limits. Remember the visual cues. Street lights equal 30 and the national speed limit depends on whether you have a central barrier. Speed control is hazard control. This episode was brought to you by Driving with Toby, where theory meets practice. If you would like some more useful resources to help you become a safe driver for life, then head to our website www.drivingwithtoby.co.uk.